Call them today. Again, call Tony. 605-350-0401. Go Patriots.
Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson here. He changed sites, set up hundreds of trucks, played hours doing duck check. Just do anything. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance with State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Corsica, getting set for kickoff here as we're right at 7 o'clock, KOKK in Huron. As we're getting the flip here, and we'll be going shortly. Let's give you the starting lineups. Corsica Stickney, their head coach, Greg Olawoski. They start Connor Wright at a running back. Max Vandenhoek is the quarterback. Waylon Bowl is a running back. Also, Charlie Lafers, Scheuer Schmidt will be at skill positions. Braxton Truesdale is the tight end. The line, Quentin DeVries and Jackson Muck are the guards. Center is Brody Muck. For Hitchcock Tulare, their head coach, again, Hayden Hooks. Quarterback is Devin Enander. The running back is Derek Johnson. Wide receivers, Max Gilbert, Tristan Noel. Tight ends are Morgan Bottom and Preston Whiff. The guards, Tucker Gilbert and Troy Hughes. The center is Aiden Morehouse. So there you go, and we've had the flip, and looks like it'll be Hitchcock Tulare will receive the ball. I'm not sure if Corsica Stickney must have won it and deferred. I wasn't quite looking up. Yep, they did win the toss. So, hey, here we go. We're ready to get a high school football game underway here this evening. Corsica Stickney is all in black with big white numbers. I like that. They have a little white and a little maroon trim to go along with that. Hitchcock Tulare in the road whites with blue numbers and letters, red pants, and blue and red trim on those jerseys. I was a little worried coming up here. I seem to remember Corsica Stickney making it to the Dome a few years back, and they had some they had their home jerseys, and it was very hard to read those jerseys. But these are pretty basic, black with big white numbers. Back deep to receive for the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots, Devin Enander and Derek Johnson. And preparing to kick for Corsica Stickney, Max Vandenhoek, who is also the quarterback. Just a little bit of a breeze. This field is north and south, and just a little bit of a breeze coming out of the north. I don't think that's going to hamper anybody's offensive activities tonight. And here we go as we kick off a brand new season of high school football here on Dakota Sports. Vandenhoek waiting for the signal from the official. He's got the hand up, and the anticipation is there. Here's the foot to the ball, a little end over end, going to be caught on the fly. The 25 by Derek Johnson crosses the 30, hits that right sideline. He runs into Bowl, gets a couple of more yards, finally pushed out of bounds on that far sideline. It'll be 1st and 10 for Hitchcock Tulare. Looks like at about the 36, maybe 37-yard line. They don't have the individual yard hatches here, so a lot of it will be an estimation. I'll call it 36-yard line, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots. So they come out with the junior, Devin Enander, at quarterback, and, well, they're going to spread the field. This is something Hayden Hooks likes to do wherever he's been. Empty backfield on the 1st and 10 for the 36. Here comes motion. That's Gilbert. Everybody's to the left side, and Enander's just going to go up the middle. Does a little juke, has the 40, 45. He'll have a 1st down. They moved everybody to the left side of the formation, and then Enander just went to the right, and he's going to get about 14 yards on the carry, and right away, a 1st down for Hitchcock Tulare as Enander gets the ball to the middle of the field. Ball squarely on the 50, 1st and 10, 50-yard field here in Corsica. Now we do have one man in the backfield, still the shotgun and the handoff straight ahead. Johnson breaks a tackle, breaks another, plows his way forward to about the 43. Bowl with the stop, but just some power football that time. And Derek Johnson, he's going to get 7 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3. So early on, Hitchcock Tulare showing they want to run the ball. They do have a big front line. Even the 2 tight ends are big guys, and they're just looking to throw some power here right now at Corsica Stickney. 2nd and 3 from the 43-yard line of Corsica Stickney, and there's our first flag of the game. And I assume somebody moving. It is procedure on Hitchcock Tulare. That'll cost the Patriots 5. It'll now be 2nd and 8. First game of the year, you would expect not everybody to be crisp and in sync. And we get our first penalty marker here less than a minute into the game. Opening possession of the game is 2nd and 8 now at the 48-yard line for Hitchcock Tulare. Everybody's looking at their wristband to see what the play call is. The pistol formation and handoff to Johnson going off right tackle. He'll go forward to about the 45. A hard gain of 3 on the play. Tackle for Corsica Stickney, Sawyer Schmidt. Johnson will get 3, and that will bring up 3rd and 5 for Hitchcock Tulare from the Corsica Stickney 45-yard line. They'll stay in the shotgun with Johnson pretty much standing beside Enander. I guess he's slightly behind him to the left. 3rd and 5, and Enander will keep it. Look off left. He's got a hole. He's got the first down. Looked like if he cut it out towards the sideline, he might have got some more yardage. But, hey, he gets it all the way up to the 37. We'll take that. Devin Enander gets the 2nd first down of the game for Hitchcock Tulare. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line for Hitchcock Tulare. So an impressive opening drive, slot left. They'll stay in that pistol, high snap, and Enander just going to eat it, and he's going to get, he got about 2 yards, got caught from behind. I don't think he was the intended recipient of that run, but the snap came a little high, broke up the timing, and Enander got what he could, and that was 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8, the ball on the Jaguar 35-yard line. They'll stay in the pistol, double wing here, tight formation. Johnson in motion, rolling out Enander. He wants to pass, has a man open. The pass complete. I believe that's Morgan Bottom going out on the right side. And that will be enough for another first down. And Hitchcock Tulare just quickly moving the ball down the field. They're up to the 25-yard line, so a gain of 10. 3rd first down here of this possession for Hitchcock Tulare. And they'll go 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Clock stopped as Bottom went out of bounds after making that catch. Here's motion again, and up the middle, and I don't even know who has the ball, and going straight up the middle, short gain for Johnson. There are a couple of jukes in there, and that was a good ball fake by Enander. Sawyer Schmidt on the stop again for Corsica Stickney. Gain of 4 on the play for Johnson. It'll be 2nd down and 6. 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter, and Hitchcock Tulare is driving. Empty backfield here. Now here comes a motion. That's Gilbert. And up the middle, Enander, a little crease there. He'll get inside the 25. Again, Schmidt there on the tackle. And that's going to make it about 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4, they say. We'll go with that. So Enander gets about 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 4, and obviously 2-down territory here for Hitchcock Tulare. Is a nice drive here. They'll have it for 3rd and 4 from the 24-yard line. Back with the pistol for Enander. Receivers left and right, and there's another penalty, and that one was easy to see as one of the linemen, Troy Hughes, took off, and he looked like he was pulling to the left. It was going to be a run. Second penalty, 10 yards on Hitchcock Tulare. That'll back it up now to the 25-yard line. and make it 3rd and 10. Patriots have taken almost 4 minutes off the clock here on this opening drive of the season. Now they face a 3rd and 10, still 2 down territory, I'm sure. Shotgun for Enander with a receiver to left. Bobbled snap, he's in trouble. He's going to be dropped back at the 31-yard line. Bull was in there along with one of the Mucks. And that was just a high snap, and Enander, by the time he got control of it, it was too late to do anything else. He loses 5 yards on the play, and a good-looking drive is now backed up to 4th and 15 from the 30-yard line for Hitchcock Tulare. Inside of 7.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They'll go slot left, stay in that pistol. They have a wing to the left as well for Enander on 4th and long. Here comes motion. That's Gilbert. Straight back. They're trying to get the inside screen. The ball tipped and falls incomplete. They're trying to get the tight end screen that time to Preston Whiff, but somebody got a hand up on the rush. Incomplete, and that will end a pretty impressive drive, but it stalls out. The penalty did cause a little issue there, and with 7:11 to go here in the first quarter. Jaguars will have the ball for the first time. See, we have the ball on their own 30-yard line, and we got the water timeout, so we'll take a timeout. Timeout, 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
Alongside you, Ed. Find us online or call Trenton 5350. That's farm. Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
And right off the bat, off the timeout, a big pass play for the Corsica Stickney Jaguars as Connor Wright was wide open on the near sideline. That's going to be a gain of 18 yards. And right off the bat, they go to the air. And he was wide open on the near side here, and a quick first down for Corsica Stickney, and they're at midfield, or almost to midfield. Double wing formation. They play it tight. Van Hook will flip it back to Bull. He's trying to take it wide to the left, turns the corner, 50, 45, head down, first down, up to about the 40-yard line. Bull going to get 11 or 12 yards on the play. Morgan Bottom on the stop, but Bull, he just had a convoy ahead of him. Now, it's like he has his helmet off, so he's probably going to have to come out for a play because of that. Ball spotted right at the 40-yard line, so Waylon Bull with a 12-yard game in 2 plays, 2 first downs for Corsica Stickney. Oh, nope, take it back. There's a flag on the play. Did not see that flag back at the 50-yard line, so it presumably was some sort of illegal block. Holding on Corsica Stickney, spotted the foul, so essentially an 8-yard penalty. So first penalty of the game against Corsica Stickney, in a huge one because that cost them about 22 yards of real estate. And now it's 1st and 18 at the 40-yard line. And handoff straight ahead is the fullback. Gain goes up to the 45-yard line. Charlie Lafers just going straight ahead. Nothing fancy with that. He'll get 5 yards on the play. Make it 2nd and 15 at the 45-yard line. It is warm here, no doubt about that, but it's better than if this would have been 2 days ago or 3 days ago, without a doubt. According to my watch, we're at 80 degrees here in Corsica. 2nd and 15 from the 45-yard line. Vandenhoek under center. He's looking to pass. Rolls to the right. He'll throw short. Bull has it at the 45-40. Caught from behind by Johnson. But that's the second pass attempted, and it's been open for Corsica Stickney. And plenty of room, or plenty of time for the quarterback Vandenhoek as well. That's a gain of 17. And a 1st and 10 for Corsica Stickney. And Jaguars stay in that tight double wing formation. Shuffling in the backfield, handoff up the middle and breaking off to the right. A lot of room, missed tackle, and Corsica Stickney makes him play. Connor Wright, he broke the first tackle. He broke the initial tackle, and once that happened, he had all kinds of room. He's got the ball all the way down to the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 15 for Connor White. And another first down in Corsica Stickney. 3 first downs. They basically run 5 plays, although the one play got called back due to penalty. 1st and 10, Corsica Stickney at the 22-yard line again. Tight double wing. And handoff straight ahead. Short gain that time. As the fullback, Lafers got the carry. He'll get inside the 20 to about the 19. Derek Johnson on the stop. Gain of 3 on the play for Lafers. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Ball just inside the 20-yard line of Hitchcock Tulare. Well, both teams have had good initial drives so far. 2nd and 7, just inside the 20. They stay in the double wing. Vandenhoek fakes. He wants to roll out. He's got a man open near our far sideline. He's just going to keep it, though, get what he can. He's forced out of bounds by Johnson after a gain of about 3 or 4. Initially, it did look to me like Connor Wright was open, but Vandenhoek was also running to his left, and he's right-handed, so that can be a difficult throw for a quarterback. That's going to set up a 3rd and 4. Another gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 4 from the 17-yard line for Corsica Stickney, and I'm sure the Jags are looking at 2 downs here if they don't get it here on 3rd down. 3rd and 3 from the 17-yard line. Stay in that double wing formation. Shuffle. Here's the flip back to Connor Wright. Brings it wide right. 1st down and more. One man to beat. Jukes in. Touchdown. He was able to get inside of a Hitchcock defender there, Enander, and then he had all kinds of room the rest of the way. Connor Wright, 17-yard touchdown. And Corsica Stickney draws first. It's 6-0 with the extra point coming. Score at 4:59 to go in the first quarter. Corsica Stickney was very efficient on that drive. Big chunk of yardage about every play. Now they'll go for 2, as most 9-man schools tend to do. Usual double wing formation. In motion now is Bull, and the handoff. Lafers trying to go off tackle left, and he's going to be thrown back by Hitchcock Tulare. No good on the extra point. 6-0 Corsica Stickney. 4:59 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. 1 minute on Dakota Sports on KOKK.
To be part of the Huron community, the Huron Prairie High School, all too small. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their show. From wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings products, updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in state. Shop local, save more. Enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance your existing home? I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bacon Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at AmericanBankandTrust.jamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back in Corsica, I'm Jeff Duffy as Corsica Stickney has a 6-0 lead. Both teams moved the ball in their opening possession. Hitchcock Tulare stalled out with a penalty and a bad snap and weren't able to convert from there. But both teams, again, like I said, able to move the ball. So Corsica Stickney will kick off to Hitchcock Tulare. Right on the east edge of Corsica, there's a bean field on the far side for me behind the Hitchcock Tulare crowd. And I would imagine, I think I mentioned this earlier, but anybody with a grass field this year, they're starting out the season with about as green of a field as you can get with all the rain that we've had. Vandenhoek will kick the ball off for Corsica Stickney. And it looks like this time back deep to receive again, Enander. And that might be Jackson Felderman. I can't see the number for sure. Vandenhoek to kick the ball away. Line drive kick, going to bounce and go through the hands of the man in back. And going to be picked up, go right, and going to be tackled at about the 16. Kind of let the ball play him that time. That was Hudson Hansen. He did recover it inside the 5 and then got it up to about the 16-yard line. So poorer field position here for Hitchcock Tulare as they'll have it 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. We're in the first quarter. Corsica Stickney a 6-0 lead. First and 10 from the 16. Enander has Johnson right to his right. On the first down play, Enander just going to keep it up the middle. Not much there. That was stuffed. Nicely defended on the inside by Corsica Stickney. I'm just trying to. Oh, it was Brody Muck. I couldn't tell if that was 80 or 50. Maybe a yard on the play for Enander. It'll be second down. Second down and a long 9. He got about maybe a half yard there at best. So Hitchcock Tulare pinned back here. They're at their own 17-yard line. Inside of 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Hudson Hadson is in the backfield with Enander here on 2nd and long. And he'll take the carry up the middle. Not much. He ran into a couple of the linemen and got planted. Once again, it was Muck on the stop. Brody Muck. There's 2 Mucks out there. Quentin DeVries as well. Hansen gets maybe a yard. We'll call it 3rd and 8 for Hitchcock Tulare at the 17-yard line. Well, as successfully as Corsica Stickney put the ball down the field, the last thing Hitchcock Tulare wants to go is go 3 and out here, I'm sure. And there, boy, that just didn't look good from the beginning. Procedure call on Hitchcock Tulare. He had somebody going in motion. I think somebody else was shifting, and Hitchcock Tulare is going to take a timeout. So a 5-yard penalty on Hitchcock Tulare. They're going to have a 3rd and 14 when we come back. 3:37 to go first quarter. Corsica Stickney up 6-0. Timeout 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
The scene, once again, a craft of some sort has crash landed. I can see movement coming from the craft. Is it the sun? It is. It's confirmed and emerging now exactly what we thought. It is the sun. Ty Clark has just emerged from the craft. He's the son of Kent Clark. And yes, they're teaming up like Superman and Boy Wonder. Father and son finally together. Kent Clark Insurance, Wessington, equal opportunity provider, 458-2281 for your crop insurance needs.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
3rd and 14 for Hitchcock Tulare, deep on their end of the field. 3:37 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 lead for Corsica Stickney. And after Hitchcock Tulare had some good success moving the ball their first possession, now they're in a spot of trouble. Hayden Hooks used his first time out there. As I said, that play that drew the penalty flag, just nothing looked right with that. Had somebody shifting, somebody in motion. 3 penalties, 15 yards on Hitchcock Tulare. They've all been pre-snap. And again, on August 22nd, that probably shouldn't be a surprise. So 3rd and long for Hitchcock Tulare, and Enander is in the shotgun, empty backfield here. Hitchcock Tulare is a little late getting somebody out for the 9th guy. Enander gets everybody set. Here comes motion. That's Gilbert. And Enander wants to pass. Going to throw it deep up the middle for Johnson. That's up for grabs and incomplete. And Derek Johnson actually played defensive back there. He knocked it away from Max Vandenhoek and prevented the interception. Incomplete, 4th down. And Hitchcock Tulare will have to punt from deep in their own territory. Corsica Stickney can expect good field position here for sure. As Bull is back deep to receive for the Jags. The Jags and the Pats, I like that. Here's the kick, nice high one, and Bull says just get away from it. Does take a Patriot roll, hits the 40, crosses the 50, and hey, not a bad kick on that, as that's going to be about a 40-yard punt for the Patriots, but still good field position for Corsica Stickney. Well, let's check the penalty marker here before anything else. If it's on Hitchcock Tulare, and I believe it is, they're going to make, Corsica Stickney's going to make them kick again. Because about a 40-yard punt, that was a nice punt. I did not see the kicker there for illegal formation. So again, basically a pre-snap penalty, 4 penalties, 20 yards on Hitchcock Tulare. And now they're backed up even more. It's going to be 4th and 19, and they're inside their 10-yard line. And Bull will step up between the Patriot 40 and 45-yard line, as Corsica Stickney looking at some pretty decent field position here. Punting from the end zone, Hitchcock Tulare. Snap on target, not much of a rush. High end over end. Bull will take the fair catch at the 39. Great field position for Hitchcock Tulare, or for Corsica Stickney, excuse me. 3:13 to go in the first quarter. And it'll be a golden opportunity here for Corsica Stickney to get a little more separation here, as they'll have the ball at their own 38-yard line is where they actually spot it. 3:13 to go in the first quarter. Corsica Stickney already up 6-0. First and 10 for Corsica Stickney, and there's Bull straight up the middle, hesitates, not much there, as that was plugged up by the interior of the Patriot defense. Derek Johnson was in there for Hitchcock Tulare, along with Riley Johnson. Couple on the play for Waylon Bull. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 36 or 37-yard line. Inside of 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Corsica Stickney up 6-0, and good field position here once again. Double wing formation, tight formation. Lafers will take the handoff. He's coming to the right and breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet. He's got the first down. He's got more all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Excuse me, Connor Wright. I had the wrong guy there. It should have been tackled for a short gain on the play. Instead, he just kept his feet moving, and he's all the way down to the 20-yard line. Connor Wright with a gain of 17, and Corsica Stickney is once again threatening here with 1st and 10 right at the Patriot 20-yard line. Nearing 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. 6-0 lead, Corsica Stickney, and they are threatening again. They've just stayed with this double wing formation. Back to pass, Vandenhoek looking left. He'll try to throw it over the linebacker, and it's short. Pass was intended over there for Connor Wright. There's a good rush coming up the middle that time by Hitchcock Tulare, too. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line, Corsica Stickney. That stops the clock with 1:56 to go here in the first quarter. Getting very warm here, but as I said, could be a lot warmer if we were playing a couple of days ago. 2nd and 10, Corsica Stickney from the Hitchcock Tulare 20-yard line, trying to add on to their 1-touchdown lead. In motion is Bull, And now we have a penalty marker. That's going to be a procedure call on Corsica Stickney. Again, those pre-snap penalties, that is probably something you shouldn't be all that surprised at with for the beginning of the season. Second penalty, 15 yards on Corsica Stickney. Now they're 2nd and 15, backed up to the Hitchcock Tulare 25-yard line. And Corsica Stickney up 6-0. Patriots had a nice drive, but fell short. Their second drive, though, just went backwards and gave Corsica Stickney some great field position. Vandenhoek under center. Here's the shuffle by Bull. Play action to him, rolling to the left. Have a man open and incomplete. Connor Wright was open. The pass was just a little short. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 15. Corsica Stickney from the 25-yard line. Was a nice play action there to Bull. Minute 48 to go here in the first quarter. Couple of incomplete passes has slowed down the pace of the game. Vandenhoek gets his play, just runs to the sideline to Coach Olofsky. And again, you don't necessarily need to get all of it here. You can go 2 downs here, but it'd be nice to at least get a chunk if you can. 3rd and 15 from the 25-yard line. Corsica Stickney stay in that tight formation. Motion, and they hand off to Bull, trying to foul one of his linemen. He turns the corner, breaks the tackle, gets caught from behind, but gets good yardage inside the 20. Makes 4th down a little more manageable. Morgan Bottom with the stop, but he did a good job. He was following Quentin DeVries and just followed him. The gain of 9 will make it 4th and 6 for Corsica Stickney, and just a big play here for Corsica, or for Hitchcock Tulare. Defense needs to come up with a stop, as they've been a little bit back on their heels as Corsica Stickney has been able to move the ball. 4th and 6 from the 19-yard line. Here's the rollout. Vandenhoek looking. Everybody's covered. He'll throw back the middle of the field. That's intercepted. Intercepted by Enander, and he's coming back the other way. Enander, far sideline, 45, 50, finally forced out of bounds at the 45. He was just playing center field, and he picked it, and a big return back on the Corsica Stickney side. Just what Hitchcock Tulare needed. And the Patriots turn Corsica Stickney back, and in the meantime also set themselves up with some good field position all the way to the 45-yard line of Corsica Stickney. So that was a return of about 50 yards for Enander. We'll see if Hitchcock Tulare, they gave themselves a break. Can they make it work for them? 1st and 10, Hitchcock Tulare from the Corsica Stickney 45-yard line. 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. 6-0 lead. Corsica Stickney. Patriots kind of taking some time there in the huddle, it seems like. They'll come out with double wing, and here comes a timeout, and I think there wasn't a lot of urgency there, and I think the play clock was running out. Timeout, Hitchcock Tulare. 49 seconds to go, first quarter, 6-0 Corsica Stickney. Timeout 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
30 stores in 12 states. Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of ordinary here. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Welcome back to Corsica. I'm Jeff Duffy as we're late in the first quarter, 49 seconds to go. Hitchcock Tulare, a nice defensive play, one they really needed. And not only they stopped the Jaguar possession, they also set themselves up with some decent field position. Now they have burned 2 of their 3 timeouts here in the first half already. Patriots, though, will have it 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of Corsica Stickney. Double wing. Here's motion and the handoff. Johnson up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, goes forward. He'll get about 6 yards on the carry. Tackle made by Brody Muck. See where they spot it. Just inside the 40-yard line will give Derek Johnson a gain of 5. We'll call it 2nd and 5 just inside the 40-yard line. Well, if the Patriots run the ball, this will probably be the final play of the first quarter. They're in the pistol, double wing on 2nd down. Johnson in motion. Roll out, though, for Enander. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man there. The pass incomplete. Oh, he was wide open. Max Gilbert just out of his outstretched hands. Incomplete. And we will get another play here in the first quarter, as it is an incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Patriots with a 3rd and 5. Jackson Felderman just checked into the formation. He's an 8th grader for Hitchcock Tulare. Be in the pistol with Johnson there in the backfield, along with Enander on 3rd and 5. And Enander will keep it up the middle, tries to go left, thought he had a crease, but then he got swallowed up. Nice play defensively by Braxton Truesdale to make the stop for Corsica Stickney, and that will wrap up the first quarter. 6-0, Corsica Stickney leads. We'll take a timeout 1 minute on Dakota Sports, KOKK.
Nothing built. Well, it's a long portable creek from Burns Manufacturing in Wessington. These creek feeders are built with convenience and durability in mind. Feed flow is easily adjustable with an agitation bar to prevent bridging and snug fitting lids. Portable creek feeders from Burns Manufacturing are made locally in Wessington, South Dakota. Put a portable creek feeder from Burns Manufacturing of Wessington into your farming operation.
Bretches Well Service Incorporated would like to wish the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots the best of luck in today's game. Bretches Well Service does jobs all over South Dakota, including installation of artesian, shallow, and geothermal wells, and pump repair, installation, and irrigation work. Bretches Well Service is your T&L irrigation dealer. Get a hold of Stretch or Jeremy and see what they can do for you. Bretches Well Service of Hitchcock says, "Go Patriots!"
Your headquarters for sports is Dakota Sports on KOKK.
We're back in Corsica. Mere Family Hair Care scoreboard update. Class 11B. Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central leads Bridgewater Emory Ethan late in the first quarter, 7-0. In Class 9A, Esteline Hendricks up at the end of the first quarter over Woolsey Wessington, 16-6. That's your Mere Family Hair Care scoreboard update. Mere Family Hair Care. Walk-ins always welcome at the Mere, downtown Huron. 4th down and 5 for Hitchcock Tulare from the 40-yard line. Trying to take advantage of the big interception by Enander, but got to convert here. 4th and 5 from the 40-yard line. There goes motion. And straight up the middle, Enander weaves his way through, turns right, head down, 1st down. He kind of weaved a little more than you would have might have liked, but he did get 7 yards and gets the 1st down. Connor Wright on the stop, but Enander with a 7-yard gain. 4th first down here of the first half for Hitchcock Tulare. So Patriots trying to get something going again. Again, they had a nice opening drive of the game. Got down, I believe, inside the 20, but a penalty and a bad snap kind of blew that thing up. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line, Hitchcock Tulare. Receivers left and right. Handoff straight ahead. Johnson stumbled but keeps his feet. He's going to get past the 35 up, or past the 30 up to about the 28, gain of 5. And it looked like he kind of stumbled as he was getting the handoff. Wazorek on the stop defensively for Corsica Stickney. Gain of 5 for Derek Johnson. 2nd and 5 for Hitchcock Tulare. They're in Corsica Stickney territory, just inside the 30-yard line. Actually, a gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 29. Double wing, Johnson in motion. He'll take the handoff again, straight up the middle. Puts the head down. He's going to be very close to the first down. He got 3-4 yards after the initial contact by Corsica Stickney. Tackle made by Braxton Truesdell. And that is enough for the first down to about the 23-yard line. And that'll make a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 for Hitchcock Tulare at the 23-yard line. Their 5th first down of the first half. First and 10 at the 23-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Hansen this time. Breaks one tackle inside the 20, brought down at the 19. Hansen just kind of followed his blockers there. He was tackled by Jaron Denning for Corsica Stickney. Ball squarely on the 20-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play for Hudson Hadson. 2nd and 7, Hitchcock Tulare is there threatening here. Early second quarter. We played just over 2 minutes of the second. Corsica Stickney with a 6-0 lead. Patriots go a slot left, still in the pistol with Hansen in the backfield with Enander. High snap over the head of Enander. He'll pick it up, but he's in some trouble. Now turns the corner, 30, 25, and he'll get something out of it. Boy, most times he would just assume your quarterback would just hop on that, but Enander made something out of it, and he got back close to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, we'll just say no gain on the play, but Enander saved some yardage there as the snap was over his head, and we have seen that a couple of times. Hitchcock Tulare's had a few errant snaps here in the first half, and of course they do everything out of the gun or the pistol. Now they're at 3rd and 6 from the 20-yard line. Motion, Enander to pass. Going to dump it in the middle to Bottom, and he'll catch it, but that was snuffed out nicely by Corsica Stickney. In fact, Hitchcock Tulare is probably fortunate it wasn't intercepted, as that was sniffed out by Quentin DeVries up the middle. And Bottom caught it and maybe got a yard on the play. No gain, and it's going to make it 4th and 7 for Hitchcock Tulare. So big play here for both teams. Hitchcock Tulare inside the Corsica Stickney 20-yard line. 8:50 to go here in the first half. And a pistol on 4th and 7. Here comes motion. Enander trying to draw him off. Doesn't get it to go. Long count here by Enander. And I think they're just going to take the penalty, take the timeout. Hooks takes his last timeout of the first half. Again, they were just trying to draw Corsica Stickney off, but they maintained their discipline, did not jump. 8:26 to go in the first half. 6-0 Corsica Stickney. Hitchcock Tulare, a big 4th down coming up after this 30-second break on Dakota Sports.
Feedlot of Hitchcock is now selling bred heifers, Black Angus Red Age, and F. Football League, A1 to Black, A1 to Charlet. All cattle are ultrasounded for 21-day cycles. Call Tony for viewing at 605-350-0401. Cheddar Feedlot now selling bred heifers. Call them today. Again, call Tony. 605-350-0401. Go Patriots.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
Big play here. Hitchcock Tulare, 4th and about 7, just inside the Corsica Stickney 20. And again, Hitchcock Tulare uses their final timeout here of the first half. We still have 8.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. 6-0 lead, Corsica Stickney. Hitchcock Tulare has a pretty sizable time of possession advantage. It was about 7.5 to 4.5 in the first quarter, and they've chewed up some clock here. We're at 8:26 to go in the first half. This possession started with 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. But again, big play here at 4th and 7 for Hitchcock Tulare from the 19-yard line. Empty backfield for Enander. Here comes motion. And ball fake in the middle. Enander going to throw over the middle. Got Johnson open. Touchdown. Deep post pattern. Johnson hauls it in. 19 yards, and we're tied at 6 with an extra point pending. Just a deep post there, and Enander put it right on the number 5 of Derek Johnson. And we're tied at 6 with the extra point to come. 8:20 to go here in the first quarter. Patriots will go for 2, and again, that's pretty common in 9-man, even in 11-man a lot of times. They spread the field. Johnson goes in motion. Enander, he does an inside pitch to one of the wingmen, but he's not going to get there as he's swallowed up right at the line. It was a little flip to the inside to Morgan Bottom. No good, incomplete. And we're tied at 6, 8:20 to go in the first half. We'll take a timeout, 30 seconds here, back to Corsica. 30 on Dakota Sports.
Dairy Queen of August Blizzard of the Month is Reese's Caramel Craze. If it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite Blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or stop in and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app. Download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Big play for Hitchcock Tulare. They connect on a 4th down pass for a touchdown. Enander to Johnson. 2-point conversion, no good, and we are tied at 6 with 8:20 to go here in the first half. Both teams have showed that they can move the ball, but again, that was set up. Corsica Stickney was deep in Hitchcock Tulare territory. In fact, on the same end of the field that Hitchcock Tulare just scored. And on a 4th down play, they threw it over the middle, and Devin Enander got the interception, then brought the ball all the way back about 50 yards to the 45. And that set up Hitchcock Tulare, and they're on the board, tied at 6 with 8:20 to go in the first half. I think we may be doing the water break here as well, so we can do a Muir Family Hair Care scoreboard update. Walk-ins always welcome at Muir Family Hair Care. See what we have. Wilmot leads Iroquois Lake Preston beginning of the second quarter, 6-0. Arlington's up on Sunshine Bible, 14-0 in the second quarter. That's your Muir Family Hair Care scoreboard update. So Hitchcock Tulare will kick the ball for the first time. Vandenhoek is back to receive along with Bowl for Corsica Stickney. Looks like it's Morgan Bottom that will kick the ball for the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots. I assume that was the water break, but I'm not 100% sure. We're at 8:20 to go in the first half. And Bottom to kick off now for Hitchcock Tulare. Bottom waiting for the whistle. Both Corsica Stickney receivers are ahead of the 25-yard line, so they are expecting a short kick. He didn't even use the tee, and the ball is just caught on the fly at the 45-yard line by Connor Wright. I just noticed right as he was kicking that Bottom was not using a tee. He just had the ball sideways on the line, so they don't get much out of that kick. It's going to be very good field position. 1st and 10, Corsica Stickney from their own 45-yard line. We're in the second quarter. We are tied at 6. Corsica Stickney, Hitchcock Tulare, season opening Class 9B battle. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line, double wing. That's pretty much what Corsica Stickney has run here so far in the first half. Here's the pitch and a little penetration in the backfield and a lot of running by Connor Wright to get a couple of yards. Hitchcock Tulare really should have had him about 5 yards deep in the backfield. Preston Whiff with the stop, but they end up getting about 3 yards up. 3 up to the 48, and that was when it looked like he was going to be dropped for a 5-yard loss. Second down and 7 from the 48-yard line for Corsica Stickney. Double wing. Lafers is the fullback. And ball fake to him. Roll out to the right. Vandenhoek. Pass complete. Tiptoe on the sideline. Will be short of the first down, but they do get into Hitchcock Tulare territory up to the 48-yard line. Gain of 4 on the pass completion there to Bowl. And sets up a third and about 2, maybe 3 from the 48-yard line for Corsica Stickney. So Corsica Stickney will try to keep this drive going. Double wing and just the same formation as normal. Here comes the motion, handoff to Bull, coming left, cuts up, he's got the first down, he's got more, reverses field, and just gets tripped up inside the 35. I thought he was going, he got tripped up by, I believe, Enander, or else he would have been gone. All the way down to the 33-yard line, though. Gain of 15 for Bull and a first down for Corsica Stickney from the Hitchcock Tulare 33-yard line. First and 10. Corsica Stickney. As we hit 7 minutes to go in the first half, tie score at 6. Vandenhoek under center. Play action, he wants to throw. He's looking for Bull. We'll throw it to him. Far sideline is complete to the 20. And Enander will get him at about the 15. And that pass was right on target. The coverage was not bad on Bull, but Vandenhoek the sophomore put it right where it needed to be. And another first down for Corsica Stickney. They're inside the 20 at about the 16-yard line. So that's a gain of 17. And quickly, Corsica Stickney is getting themselves back into scoring position. First and 10 from the 17-yard line. In double wing formation, that's what they do. Here comes some motion. Handoff straight up the middle. That's Wafers, and he's going to get inside the 10. Lafers had kind of a delay there, but I couldn't really see who had the ball. Lafers gets the ball down to about the 10-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play for Charlie Lafers. Second and 4, from the 10-yard line after the gain of 6, and Corsica Stickney is right back knocking on the door. Double wing. Vandenhoek, there's the shuffle, the pitch back to Bull. Following a lot of blockers, he'll put the shoulder down, breaks one. Still has the legs pumping, and he'll get inside the 5, close to the goal line. Enander really had to, and Johnson really had to hang on. Bull showed his power on the play. It'll be first and goal for Corsica Stickney. We'll call it at the 3, gain of 7 on the play for Bull. Quick hitter up the middle for Lafer, touchdown. It was just a quick snap, and Corsica Stickney got up to the line, and I don't know that Hitchcock Tulare was ever ready there. So a 3-yard run for Charlie Lafer, and Corsica Stickney is back on top, 12-6, with the extra point pending. Score comes at 5:45 to go here in the first half. 12-6 lead now for Corsica Stickney. Now they go out of the double wing. They go I formation with a flanker to the right. Bobbled snap by Vandenhoek. He's in trouble, and he's going to get swallowed up for no game. He got caught from behind by Riley Johnson.